everybody, this is Andrea from the Yadkin County Public Library, and I'm going to be doing a little DIY crafternoon with you. Today we're going to do DIY bags out of t-shirts, or whatever old shirt you've got lying around. This is one I've already made. As you can see, I tried to pick something that I knew everybody would probably have, because we don't need to be leaving our houses if we don't have to. So, and these are things that you don't have to go out and buy, you already have. So there's that one. And then here's another one I've made. And I will say, it's easier if you, but like me, I don't have crafting scissors. I just have these plain old Jane old scissors. And trying to get through some of this fabric is kind of difficult. So if you don't have crafting scissors, I would suggest maybe trying to find a thinner material shirt. It's going to be a little easier to cut. So let's just go ahead and get started. You've got your t-shirt and your scissors. You want to go ahead and fold your t-shirt over and try to get it as even as possible. There we go. Something like that. It'd probably help if it was ironed out beforehand, but I didn't do that. So just try to get it as folded as best you can. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the sleeves off. And if you have a sleeveless shirt, that works even better because it takes out one of these steps. So my scissors are not sharp enough to cut through both of these, so I'm just going to do one at a time, which means that they're probably not going to be even and exact with each other, but it doesn't matter because they're going to be on your shoulder and nobody's going to know the difference. So, oh, this is cutting through even better than the last one, so good. Okay, so there's your sleeve gone, and we want to go ahead and do the next one. See, I should be taking my time. I'm not, and now I'm getting these jagged edges. Okay. So, sleeves are cut off. I'm going to go ahead and reopen it. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut out a U in this shirt so that it kind of makes, excuse me, it kind of makes the top of your bag. And this doesn't have to be exact, just take your time, especially if you have old scissors like these. See, I'm getting kind of a jagged edge, but it's okay. Actually, you know what, let's just keep going this way. That way we don't meet in the middle and it's off. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. It's just opening your shirt up so that it gives you that bag. Okay. So you've got your back straps, and now you've got your bag opening. So now what we want to do is you want to turn this shirt inside out and try to get it as straight as possible. And it doesn't have to be exact, but the straighter you can get it, the better. Okay. So, the last one I did, this one, it was so much easier to cut because it had the stripes, so I could kind of tell, it was exact. I would just cut up to that one stripe and it made it a little easier to make it even. So just gonna try for the best on this one and see what happens. That's the thing with crafting. It's all about the process, you know. Doesn't have to be perfect. Everybody's is going to be a little different. So you want to do little strips like this all along the bottom. Probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches up, just depending on how wide you want your bag. But 2 or 3 inches up and just cut through. So I'm going to keep doing that until we get to the end. And I hope everybody's doing really well with the whole quarantine. We at the library have been working from home and trying to get all this programming ready for y'all and just kind of doing what we need to. At night, I've been catching up on some shows. I've been watching I had already watched The Witcher, but I had rewatched it. And then Frasier with Kelsey Grammer is one of my all-time favorite shows. When I'm down, it makes me laugh. And I think that's important. Laughter is always the best medicine. It's fun to watch things that you know what's going to happen, and it's comforting. So I've been watching Frasier. Me and my husband had an epic Lord of the Rings marathon because we are hobbits, and we watched that. And then we've been watching Picard, and that's a really good show if you like Star Trek and you like sci-fi fantasy. So I've been reading Wicked again by Gregory Maguire because we are doing book talks this week at the library, and that is my book. It's one of my all-time favorite books. I'll tell you more about it at the book talk. So that's what I've been kind of doing. Just cooking and staying at home. I hope everybody's staying safe. And hopefully soon it'll all be over and we'll be back at the library talking about books. And everybody can get back to doing what they love. Okay. I'm going to cut this tag off just because it's kind of irritating me. Okay. Yeah, so in the comments, if you just want to kind of let us all know what you've been doing and you've been watching a show that you would recommend or a book or something that you've been reading and you particularly, have enjoyed, drop it in the comments because I am always looking for new books to read. I have a TBR pile that is building daily. I've also been reading Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. I guess it's Maas. M-A-A-S is her last name. I had started it a couple years ago and I just never finished it. So I'm trying to get that done during quarantine. Okay. So here's the bottom. You're going to have like this kind of fringe look. So you're done with your scissors. So now you want to tie these ends up. So you're just going to do like a normal knot, and then I'm going to go back and do another one. So basically you're going to do a double knot. Just kind of make sure that's really nice and reinforced. And then this one. Okay, so I'm going to tie all these and come back because I don't think y'all want to sit here and watch me tie 30 of these. But you just do a double knot for each one. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I have tied up all my ends. That's kind of what it should look like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go across again, but I'm just going to take, well, first I'm going to reinforce this in. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my knots, the end, and I'm going to take a strip from the one next to it, and I'm going to tie them together. so that it kind of reinforces it all the way across the bottom. And with the black one, I can't remember if I've already said this or not, but with the black shirt that I did, because it was black, it made it really difficult to do because it all kind of started running together. So if you have a lighter material, that's probably going to work better. I mean, I still did it. And at the end, I just opened it up and looked, and I had a couple of holes, but that I had to go back and fix. So it will work, obviously, with a black shirt. It just makes it a little harder. So I'm just going to do that. I think I cut that one too thick on that end. So you can, when you're knotting them up to begin with, you can do just one knot. That's how I did on the other ones, but I feel like it doesn't hold as well as the double knot. But the thing with the double knot is when you start going back to do this, it makes it a little more difficult. So just personal preference, but as long as you get it tied up good where nothing's gonna, where it's not gonna open up and everything's gonna fall out when you put it in it, then it doesn't really matter. But I'll kind of show you what I mean. So when you go to open it up, you'll see, I don't know if you can see or not, the video, but you'll see if there are, like when you go to stretch it, you'll see holes. Right now, this looks actually pretty good without even, yeah. I'm still gonna go ahead and finish that though, just to be sure. Okay, so I'm gonna finish doing all that and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, so I've got that tied up pretty much the way I want it. The only thing I have left to do is already reinforce this end. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of do the same with this one. I'm gonna tie this end up and give it one more go for good measure. And there we go. Okay, so that's what your bottom should kind of look like. And now we're just gonna turn it inside out. And there we have it. A tote bag for all your toting needs, be it from the kitchen to the bedroom or wherever you need to take your stuff. You've got it, and you didn't have to pay anything to make it. So if you make one, please put it in the comments for us to see. I want to see how it worked out for everybody. And thank you for being a part of our day. And hopefully soon we will all be together again after all this is over, and be back at the library talking about books and living our best lives. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday. Thanks.